Всем привет, это как всегда игры, мы продолжаем прохождение, приятного просмотра. Ладно, идем куда нам нужно. Чуть быстрее, чуть быстрее, чуть быстрее. Мы отсюда вышли, так вот сидит. Дочка вышла. Мила. Друга.
I don't know if I should bother her now. She probably won't be happy to see me.
Может, все-таки поговорить?
Hey, Bug? What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See? Surprised you're still in town. Thought you'd just leave again.
Maybe I deserve that.
Maybe you don't. My mom says I can hold a grudge. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't. I don't know. I don't see this place or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else. I know it's stupid, just...
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well, that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
I got grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've got kid stuff I gotta see about. So we're both busy.
It's tough seeing her like this. Seems she got older by 6 years in just 2.
Топ-топ-топ-топ. Прям открытый мир. Ну, я наверняка далеко уйти не могу. Я в начале игры пытался от машины чуть отойти, даже не дали на 5 метров отойти. И... О, не давайте. Как это действует? Почему?
Yo, get out the way!
You move. I'm the one coming in.
Shh, fuck you.
That's enough.
Музыку можно вообще выключить, потому что мне уже прилетело за прошлый ролик. Одну музыку забыл вырезать и все.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them.
Да, можно.
Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it.
Они типа общаются, но даже рот не открывают.
He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly, I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Honestly, I don't remember last night. You saw me blackout drunk. Not my finest hour.
I would say not, after your barroom brawl. I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys, but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
How do you figure?
The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
My mom used to say that all the time. Now she only says it a lot.
Sounds like a wise woman. Listen to her advice. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
В дневнике появилась запись. Дневник. Вчера я закрылся. Нет, дневник. Спасибо, что выслушал. Больно слышать такое 12-летки. Так мне и надо. Ничего общаться с ней, как с 12-леткой. Денис вчера оторвался по полной, проехался и по Нику, и по Ане. Что я с ним сделал? Он успел составить мнение по поводу моей статьи. Абсолютно уверен, что она сделала хорошее дело. Возможно, он такой один во всем городе. Неудивительно, он ведь не местный. Ну, тут больше ничего нет. Я с ней, наверное, могу поговорить.
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, Sam. What can I do you for?
So, the wake.
None of us were on our best behavior. Nick would have been happy you showed up, no matter how anything else went. I left early myself to go check on Joan. She was sad before last night, but after she saw you, heartbroken. You're supposed to be her godfather, but whatever you said to her,
I didn't mean...
if that's what happens when she's around you, maybe just stay out of her life. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
No one in here was much help. reminds me of a girl I met. She could only eat chips when she had stomach aches.
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your, condition?
I have a condition?
Yeah, the one that makes you the way you're always so... you? It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestine starts to dissolve, and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood. I'm trying to find something for it, and if it doesn't help, can't hurt. I'm glad someone took over this old drugstore. Can you imagine? This town without a pharmacy would be like, well, me with a hole in my gut. I'll just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to get.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Oh, yes, always.
Обезболивающее. Снотворное. Ладно, топаем. Мы ничего не узнали. Я такой культурный, то что, видимо, я вообще ничего в игре не узнаю. Плохо повсюду загрузки, все через загрузки. Загрузки довольно долгие, потому что на SSD-шке стоит.
The perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends.
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
I'll be leaving as soon as I can. Probably.
I don't like that probably. I can't tell you to move along, but I suggest it strongly.
Trust me, I get it.
You were only in one fight last night because I stopped most of the others. Sam, I like you, but you're a hornet's nest.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'd just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or fascist just for doing your job. Then they go and do things like deface the whole town. And I'm the asshole? It could get under your skin. Where's you at day after day? It grinds you down. It makes you feel like you've been lifting logs all day. Sorry about that. I went off for a spell. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
Это не только в городе. У вас не ценят честный труд. И вообще мало где ценят. В нашей последней встрече он как будто стал увереннее, как-то напряженнее. Дом что? Дом в продаже.
Didn't used to see this around. Surprised it hasn't been removed. You know you're in Baswood when even the graffiti's about minors.
Ну, тут большинство шахтеров живут. Еще писать. Шахтерское граффити. На день шахтера в Басвуде было принято гулять по городу всей семьей. Папа обычно возил тебя в центр, он садил тебя на плечи, чтобы ты мог посмотреть на марширующих музыкантов и тех, кто выступал на сцене. Перед старым отелем ставили автомат с сахарной ватой и пончиками. Повсюду были воздушные шары, рулеты, липкие пальцы и смех. А вечером на обзорной площадке целовались влюбленные подростки. День шахтера объединял весь город. Его любили все, даже ты. Вот почему Джои сегодня приезжает сюда и часами смотрит на статую шахтера. Здесь он видит Басвуд не беднеющим городком, которым он стал сегодня, а гордостью Апалачских гор, который он когда-то был. Говорят, шахтерский город навсегда остается шахтерским городом. Да, наверняка уйти не смогу.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Еще какая-то надпись. Баррикады. Пожалуйста, остановите. Скриминг. Пугать. Остановитесь пугать. Наверное.
It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me.
Топ-топ-топ-топ-топ-топ-топ. Туда я ходил. Я не туда ходил, я оттуда пришел. И разрисованы всякой фигни. Смайлики, крестики, плюсики. Мы разговаривали, пойдем на ту сторону.
She pulls the look off a lot better than I could.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I suppose. I grew up here. Been gone for a couple of years. I'm not staying long.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Наговорились.
Somehow, I don't think the town's recent history will be included. It's fine with me.
История Басвуда. Вы когда-нибудь задавались вопросом, как Басвуд получил свое название? И как скромный шахтерский поселок превратился в сердце округа Бун и двигатель его модернизации? Приходите в ваши любимые здания администрации, вы все это узнаете. Escape хочу нажать назад, а там F надо нажимать, нужно.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big?
Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking.
Why do we even bother with this old place?
Feels like a ghost town sometimes, except the ghosts haven't bothered leaving.
Не всегда срабатывает. S горит, а не срабатывает. Вообще не очень удобно взаимодействовать.
Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
All right, coffee for you and hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise, but...
I wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her, because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but these last few months, Kathy hasn't been all there, if you know what I mean. Hopefully this tragedy will be a wake-up call for her to be more present. She should take a few weeks off to be with Joan. I know you would never refuse. Don't you agree?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure if poor Kathy would only ask him for the time... Ah, but look at me. I talk and talk and talk, but you had something to say, didn't you?
Have you seen Dennis today?
Dennis? No, it's odd, actually. He usually stops in here Sunday mornings. Like how you and Nick used to come over from the paper with Anna every Friday. You 3 always seem so happy. Oh, but you, Sam, how have you been doing?
It's been, well, you know cruise control? I've been on cruise control.
You might miss it once it's gone. Life rarely lets you coast for long. You look well.
I've been better. Hungover this morning.
You know what's good for that? Coffee.
I know, Christina. Not right now. I gotta go.
Вот кого не хватало, да? Нет, тут еще места есть. Не хватает ни на жизнь, ни на переезд, неплохой заголовок для статьи. Анна могла бы написать про Николь, это абсолютно басвудская история. Кристина, хозяйка, это кафе через дорогу от моей старой работы. Мы с Анной и Ником постоянно туда ходили. Кристина знает весь город, она главная сплетница во всем Басвуде, но она варит отличный кофе. А когда смеется, ее слышно на весь Басвуд. По крайней мере, раньше было так. Кристина здорово меня поддержала. Кажется, во всем Басвуде мне симпатизирует одна эта сентиментальная тетенька. А его где мы встретили? Джо, отец Анны и бывший шахтер. Мы его разве сейчас встречали? Это я пропустил. И мы поговорили.
Hey, man. Thought I knew everyone, but I don't know you.
I used to be a regular a few years ago.
Oh, right. You're one of those who skipped town when the mine closed down.
You could say that, yes.
Town ain't changed much since then. Same old boring basswood. I know most people hate that, but I don't. It's quiet here. It's nice.
So quiet there's no rush hour, I guess.
Right?
Я мечтаю в таком городке жить. Маленьком, уютном, чистеньком. Маленьком, тихом, главное. Обожаю тишину.
Glad to see Joan hasn't changed too much.
Еще без награждения утеряна книга под названием «Ляска оружия». 6-я серия про человека-тихоходка. Если найдете, оставьте Кристине, она мне передаст. Спасибо, Дэм.
Cowboy must have lost his keys.
Деклан. Ковбойский брелок с именем Деклан. Да уж, со вкусом басвудских полицейских туговато. Думаешь, Деклан подтолкнули к выбору профессии старые вестерны? Может, для него Басвуд — это его личный Дикий Запад? Мой внутренний диванный психотерапевт подсказывает, что это подарок от коллеги, а может даже от начальницы шерифа Митчелл. Интересная тема — этот упрощенный конфликт между добром и злом. Черная шляпа против белой. По крайней мере, Деклан знает, на какой он стороне. Я же прочитал. Нет, может там еще что-то есть.
Christina, always bringing positivity.
Конкурс капкейков. Капкейков. Что такое капкейков? Приносите ваши самые вкусные и красивые капкейки. Победитель конкурса получит 30 капкейков. Мы ждем ваши лучшие идеи. Снова проходит конкурс капкейков. Уроки игры на гитаре. Объявление.
Miner's Day's been around forever. This is at least the 100th celebration.
День шахтера возвращается. Вспомните историю города вместе с нами на мемориальной площади Басвуда уже 9 апреля. Особая благодарность Олтеру Дотсону, Бесс Митчелл и Хью Кирганду. Топаем дальше. Не тот человек, я его сначала не заметил, когда шел. Снова загрузка, снова через загрузку. А, вон отец.
I don't imagine Walter had obituaries in mind when he became editor-in-chief. No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Такое ощущение, как будто фургон какой-то подозрительный стоит.
A statue honoring miners. Pretty meaningless now. Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock. Joe.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long. Heard you showed up yesterday. The boys give you trouble?
They might have given me a bit of a welcome back.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man's sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best.
Можно спросить, никто его не видел. Наверное, бросил школу, но ему как будто нравится Басвуд. Мне тоже нравится Басвуде. Именно его трагедия побудила меня написать статью про шахту, и все равно он на меня не в обиде. Ни за статью, ни за то, как я подвел его дочь. Какая-то часть меня хочет верить, что он считает меня хорошим человеком. Но я знаю, что он просто глубже других прячет презрение. Ну и казался, что он действительно рад его был увидеть. Где она работает сегодня? Кафе? Это кафе. Да, он там сидит. Ну, через загрузку заходи. Да, немного вот это напрягает через загрузку. Ты что?
Betting there'll be a few more cups before she leaves. Some things never change.
Sam! Glad you came.
Of course. I said I would.
I can still be glad about it. So, I hear you got in a fight after I left the wake?
I was so wasted at that point, it's all just a big, heavy blur.
Yeah. After saying I didn't want to drink, I went home and drank. Long night.
Yeah, sounds about right. We all deal with stress in our own ways. I apparently hit Dennis. Yeah, speaking of, you haven't seen him today, have you?
Why? Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can always tell.
Go on. Tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in.
She might slow me down. Or try to involve the cops.
She might do those things, yes, or she might be someone who you can trust, who can help.
I woke up today and my shirt was covered in blood.
Blood? What happened?
I don't know. Last night, pills and alcohol mixed. It's all a blur. That's why I'm looking for Dennis.
Have you tried the Basswood jungle? He likes to work weekends.
No, not yet. I'll do that right now.
Sam, is there anything I can do to help? Oh, nah. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Oh, Sam. What have you done?
Вряд ли он в полицию-то сообщит. Поможет. Поможет, скорее всего, поможет. Где редакция? Редакция где-то напротив, он говорил, да? Это заколоченная редакция. Растяжка. Праздник.
Really didn't think Miner's Day would have survived the mine closing down.
Заколоченное здание. Динь-динь-динь. Закрытое, все запертое. О, вон стоит. Я мимо него пробежал.
Seems Walter's got a lot on his mind. I know the feeling.
Samuel, my young soul, are you still haunting this pallid town?
There are a few things I have to clear up, some last boxes to check.
Careful now. They say in the details lies the devil.
I don't think that's what that's supposed to mean.
Perhaps not, but something to think about nonetheless.
I'll keep that in mind.
You know, I'm glad I ran into you. If I may bend your ear for a moment. I've been thinking lately about age, life, the turn of the clock. No one gets sharper with age. When do you think it's time to hang up the saddle?
A true cowboy rides until the last day they can ride.
I had a feeling you'd say that. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for your ear, but soon I must abscond. Sunday lunch with Mother is sacred. Call on me anytime, young Samuel. Anytime. I've got a lot to think about, my boy. A lot to think about.
Это кто?
Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. And of course you can ask. No promise answering.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today. Especially the minor. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
I don't know. How many?
3. 1 to replace the light bulb. 2 to complain about how the old one was better.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, just not the kind of funny you laugh at. So, you still want to hear the story?
I'm all ears.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. It didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused, and sent strikebreakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force, Union men. Met the strikebreakers over in Logan County.
That's right. 10,000 strong. And it all came to a head at Blair Mountain. The miners tied red bandanas around their necks for solidarity. Brotherhood. At least 100 men died in that battle. Blood spilled for what we have now. Oh.
It definitely makes for one hell of a story.
There's heroes everywhere. Heroes who died for what I have. So, I do my part. Feel I owe it to them.
I get it.
I think you do. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Gonna give her a real spit shine. You take care now.
Да, сейчас все изменилось. Люди все трусливее и трусливее.
Never forget, huh?
В 1921 году 20 тысяч горняков прошли по округу Бум до самой горы Блэр и вступили в бой за будущее, за то, что дорого сердцу стоит сражаться. То, что дорого сердцу стоит сражаться. Так, то в семье, в котором утонул 6 рабочих. Историю нужно помнить.
This is new. Dalmatians. Now that's the Baswud I remember.
Нужно помнить историю, чтобы не допускать таких же ошибок. Главная шахта Басвуда открыта в 1975, закрыта в 2015. Куда мне идти? Где редакция? Я думал, она здесь. Он же говорил напротив работы. И снова эти очки.
At least the Basswood jungle is still standing. It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me. Still gotta check the Basswood jungle. Hopefully Dennis is working today.
Редакцию, где она? Уж вход здесь. Нет, даже с ними пообщаться не могу. Уже один тут стоит. Да, идти. Где тут редакция? Больше никуда уйти не могу. Там может редакция напротив. С той стороны.
Still gotta check the Basswood jungle. Hopefully Dennis is working today.
Вы меня напрягаете. Никуда больше зайти не могу. Вы чего прикалываетесь надо мной? Я что-то пропускаю. Только что было. Да и там я везде только что был. Вот это что-то не увидел. Дата из Марку Твен. Года нет. Вообще не похоже, что где-то вход есть. За текстурью уже видно. Как можно такую дрянь оставить? Совсем невнимательные игры делают. Один вариант, то что сюда нужно идти. С ними даже взаимодействовать нельзя. Не обращать на меня внимания, хотя я не могу. Я упираюсь. Вот, здесь. А, я не подошел к двери. Меня с толку сбило то, что он говорит.
I should check the back.
А, ну там толпа вот стоит. Через них как раз пойду, логично.
My. Look what we got here. Is that Сэм Higgs? Trying to get back in the newspaper game? I thought you got the message last night. Of course, it was hard to tell, considering you let Declan do your talking for you.
Look, fellas.
You know, Basswood can be a dangerous place.
Well, so maybe consider just getting before something bad happened to you.
Trust me, I'll be out of here as soon as I can.
Good.
Declan's right down the street.
Watch yourself while you're in Basswood, because we'll be watching you.
Зачем нарываться? Смысл это? Это не изменит. Потому что костер бензином тушить. Без толку. Открывай. Ну, блин, ну что такое? Почему так криво сделано? Теперь пойти. Во, вошел. Очень плохое взаимодействие. Прям все нравится, а вот взаимодействие не нравится. Ну, еще не нравится то, что озвучки нет русской. Ну, если меньше пиратить будут, может, больше игр озвучивать будут.
Been a while. This place used to be my home, or at least felt like it.
Собачка бегает.
Where is Dennis? He should be in here.
Бегает, что-то суетится. Может, пить побежал. Диванчик. Ты же хочешь такой диванчик. Я не особо люблю на коже сидеть.
Dennis! Dennis. What happened? Who? Is that how I got blood on me? Did I?
Может быть, и не надо было Ане рассказывать. Да все равно на него подумали, он же с ним дрался. Kill me. Убил меня. Что-то наделал. Убил меня. Что-то наделал.
You can do this, Sam. When you focus, you can think through any problem. Sam, focus on me, Sam. Dennis is a distraction.
Зачем мне их убивать?
Sam, no, don't think about. Keep going. You got this.
Не надо никого убивать. Мне надо на светлых ходить.
Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it.
Осталось чуть-чуть. Ну ты появляйся быстрее.
Focus on me, Sam. Dennis is a distraction.
Уйди. Мы слишком близко подошли.
Keep going.
А, там не Д надо было, S нажимал. Ты молодец. Разные кнопки, не только Д нажимай.
Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it.
Не сдавайся, осталось чуть-чуть.
This is Dennis's office. There must be some clues around. Come on, Sam, keep it together. You can solve this. Figure this out before Dennis dies again and the panic overwhelms you. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this?
У него же пистолет был.
Blood sprayed on the desk from the injury, but I need more to go on.
Кобура лежит.
Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Blood all over the monitor. Not much to go on. I need something useful. The chair is pretty far away from the desk, but I don't think that's important. The chair is pretty far away from the desk, but I don't think that's important. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this?
Заляпанный, заляпанный.
Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go? The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun. There's nothing useful in those drawers. Dennis had his gun on him at the wake. The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun.
Надо искать просто. Не надо все подряд давить.
From the angle this was the shooter's position. Was it me?
Не знаю. Пистолет надо найти.
Sam, stop it! Come back to reality! But You didn't do anything! Dennis was already dead when you arrived, can't you see? Dennis was shot, and you don't even own a gun. How could you have done it? All you did was move his body, which is how your shirt got stained. Think about it, Sam. Calm down and think. You're right. I can see it. I have the complete picture now.
Зачем к нему прижимался? Лег на него. Да, это правдоподобнее выглядит, чем когда он стрелял и весь запачкался. Хотя он мог сам
The blood on the shirt was Dennis's, but I didn't kill him. I found him dead. Blackout drunk, panicked. I stumbled to my car. Luckily, I ended up back at the hotel and not wrapped around a pole. Now, I know I didn't do it. The police, though, may not feel the same way. I need to search the area. See if I can find out why someone would murder Dennis. I need to find out why Dennis was killed. It may have something to do with Nick. Dennis's computer is still signed in. Seems like a good place to start.
Кому? Мэри Гарнер, Фрэнк Гарнер. Ребят, сегодня буду поздно. Сори, надо объяснить одному уроду, что так и кто и как. Утром завтрак тоже сами морозилки, вафли вроде. Всё. Может, ничего нет? Входящий.
Emails between Nick and Dee. They're talking in codes. Nothing stated clearly. They didn't want to risk anyone learning of their meetings. Smart. Someone was watching.
Не ожидал, что ты еще выйдешь на связь, если тебе есть что рассказать, а весь внимание. Завтра в это время могу. Никол. Того вальнули, Весника вальнули, и этого вальнули. Это цепочка одних событий. Да что так неудобно?
Whatever Nick was looking into seemed big, but he said it fizzled out.
Может, Олд убийца? Привет, Олд, должен тебя разочаровать, я решил в эту сторону не копать. Там в итоге все закончилось ничем. Надеюсь, в следующий раз что-нибудь выйдет. Ник Уолдер. 25 марта. Уолтер. Пам-пам. Нет. Привет, Николас. Надеюсь, ты хорошо съездил. Ты на прошлой неделе сказал, что нащупал что-то крупное. К сожалению, в последнее время интересных тем почти не было. Не поделишься со старым филином? Что там за козырь? Я в рукаве козырь. Уолтер Додсон.
The puzzle comes together. Dennis was reading everyone's emails. He found out that Nick hadn't stopped his investigation like he'd told Walter. And that Nick was still talking to some informant. Then he decided to tell me. And now he's dead. I need to look through any notes Nick left in his office and check Walter's computer. They have to have something for me to go on. Nick must have left some notes behind somewhere. Walter also might have something on Nick's work. I should look around.
Ключка с именем Деннис.
There's a lot of junk in here, but none of it is useful to me.
Понятненько.
You didn't deserve this. No one deserves this.
Газета, газеточка. Срабатывал этот ответчик. Подпищал. Здесь, наверное, где-то в другом месте. Больше ничего нет. Ходить рано. Продолжаем искать дневник. Рисунки. 3-1-2-1. Да,
Joan used to keep this with her at all times, always observing and sketching and... what are those numbers?
Один, два, один. Она думала, то, что его потеряла. Он здесь лежит. Потом... Один, два, один.
If I had the code, I could get in here.
У меня же есть код. Да чтоб тебя, ты чё не хочешь открываться вечно?
Nope. And with something like 10,000 combinations, I doubt I'll stumble on it.
Нет, я как-то неправильно сработал.
If I had the code, I could get in here. Thanks. bug. Your obsessive snooping pays off. Nick always kept extensive records of his work. He was almost obsessive. How could there be so little information regarding his last investigation? Nick was looking into the impact the closure of the mine had on Basswood. But what was he looking for?
Безработица резко выросла после закрытия шахты, предсказуемо. Начала снижаться в последние годы. Опять растет, цифры многообещающие. Тренд или случайность, нужно больше данных.
Nick was traveling all over. Train tickets, hotel bills, out of state even. He was tracking something. Or someone.
Интересно, какие-то фотографии только интересно, как фотографировал.
Nick had a contact. Same name as in the email. He was onto something big.
Информатор, наверное. 27 января, 20 часов. Дерганный товарищ, наверняка знает что-нибудь полезное. 12 февраля, 17 часов. Вторая встреча с Д. Тут есть чем заняться, если, конечно, он не сочиняет. Он постоянно требует встречаться во всяких злачных местах. Видимо, фильмов пересмотрел. 18 марта, 10 часов. Д. Пришлось накормить его завтраком. Он сказал, что больше не может со мной встречаться. Похоже, так и кончится ничем. 1 апреля я уже думал, все хорошо, что он снова готов общаться.
What Nick was looking into was something big and dangerous. It's why he was so careful. It's possible Walter missed something. Could be worth checking his office.
Ноутбука нет.
Nick's computer is missing. Took it home to work or stolen? The only thing she cared about then was looking at bugs and drawing them. Nick, Anna, and me.
Это поставить?
I don't need everyone staring at me.
Зачем? Забери назад. Надо было взять, я думал, перевернуть с другой стороны, посмотреть что-нибудь. Ладно, не думаю, что это очень важно. Табличка с именем Ника. И его стол здесь был. Ноутбук. Наверное, не тот ноутбук.
So strange how calm it is out there when, well, this happened.
Даже машина проехала, я думал, тут нет машин движущихся. Рядом проехал где-то, но я не увидел. Табличка с именем Уолтер. Я к его компьютеру не находил пароля.
There might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Hopefully his password reminder isn't some esoteric book reference. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place.
Кошка. Кошка его любовь. Он лежит, как его кота зовут.
There might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place. Walter was never tech-savvy. He just uses words that mean something to him. There's a good chance there's a clue in his office.
Кошка же там лежала.
Just reminders. Nothing that could be used as a password. A photo Walter took of his first desk on his first day of work. Nick inherited it. She used to be the office administrator ages ago.
Кошка. Кошка. Ага, любимая статья Уолтера. Вот это может быть.
Walter had this article framed after he saw the boost in traffic the Haven got. Basswood is his blood and soul. It wouldn't surprise me if he said it as his password.
Угу. Да вон его кошка нарисована.
He loves all his first editions, but Alice in Wonderland always came out on top. Wouldn't be surprised if that was his password.
That
was just after Anna came on. And we really were a small clan.
Дневники. Помнишь, как Тара вбила себе в голову, что ля-ля, остро необходимо общее фото. Никто не хотел фотографироваться, но от Тары без хорошей отговорки не отвяжешься. В итоге ей потребовалось не более получаса, чтобы задавить чувством вины всю редакцию. Дэнни сказал, что пойдет фотографироваться, только если ты тоже пойдешь. Он знал, что ты терпеть не можешь добровольно, принудительное веселье, бардные викторины, совместные обеды в офисе. Естественно, он был уверен, что ты не захочешь позировать для фото, но ты согласился. Тара была очень довольна. Общее фото на то и общее, чтобы на нем были абсолютно всем. Пожалуй, в этом что-то есть. Это первое и последнее общее фото редакции Басвудом. Ладно. Вот я думаю, это пенсия.
Walter's desk is just like him, big and full of mystery.
Ну, фотография.
Prin never looked happy a day in her life. Been Walter's cat for years. Maybe he set her name as his password. Costa Rica? Walter's mom gets out more than he does.
Привет, мой пончик. Надеюсь, ты там не совсем заработался. Обязательно приезжай ко мне на пляж. Лангостан. Так красиво, мама, с любовью.
His granddad rock a thing? If so, Walter and Anna are both into it. Good for Walter that Judith is doing all right. She means the world to him. So much so that she could be his password.
Уважаемый мистер Доутсон, по просьбе вашей матери сразу сообщаю вам, что мы рассчитываем на ее полное выздоровление. По итогам тщательного осмотра было принято решение о выписке. В соответствии с моими рекомендациями госпожа Джудит планирует в ближайшее время поехать в Коста-Рику. Теплый климат ускорит процесс восстановления. Готов ответить на любые ваши вопросы. Ваша мама также просит передать, что вам давно пора посетить моего коллегу доктора Чавеса и также пройти медосмотр. С уважением, доктор Ластувка. Посмотрим.
That's not it. I have to keep looking. And I'm in. Let's see what secrets you got in here, Walter. Mostly standard so far. By the book. I see why Walter wasn't worried.
Полицейский участок, Басвуда, Виргиния, что-то происшествие, типа происшествие, дата, место, телеграф Хилл. Кстати, да, я уже говорил, то, что полицейский какой-то напряженный сегодня. Подробные сведения. 1/3 участвующие лица имя Николас Олден, возраст 35. Почему вниз не прокручивает? Не мышкой, кнопками. Транспортные средства. Цвет красная марка. Космомодель. Ромеро. 2008 описание. Машина найдена после удара в дерево. Вокруг поврежденные детали. Горание произошло в момент удара или после него. Машина выгорела изнутри. Николас Олдрон находился на водительском сидении. Следы шин, а также другие сопутствующие детали указывают, что водитель застал врасплох появление на дороге животного, после чего машина на большой скорости съехала с дороги. Вероятно, водитель находился в измененном состоянии сознания, нетрезвый.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Nick would never drive without his seatbelt on, and he always kept his window open. The car really burned, though that's very uncommon in most crashes.
Тут еще что-то. Подушки безопасности сработали, ремень не пристегнут, окна закрыты, вероятно, водитель находился в состоянии опьянения и забыл пристегнуться. Небольшая область вокруг машины выгорела, после чего огонь потух. Неизвестно, был ли водитель жив в момент удара. Но так или иначе, пожара он не пережил. Возможные причины смерти, тупые травмы, удушья, ожоги. Мы прочитали, да? Только запутался. Нет, какой выйти?
So, Walter got the police report from Bess. Nick was supposedly drunk at the wheel, which doesn't sound like him. And his seatbelt was off and his windows up, which both sound very wrong. Walter seemed to buy it, but I don't know if I do.
Нет, можно вернуться. Чё? Что за... Ну, видимо, запросил это исходящее было. Тупость, почему я не могу назад подойти к компьютеру? Продолжить. Ладно, как есть, так есть. Здесь ничего не пропущу за это. Валить отсюда, наверное.
So, did you come to the logical conclusion to this mess we're in? Just a hint. We should get out of town immediately. Nick was in over his head. Working on his own might have ended badly for him. Exactly. Like I said, you should get out of town. And the details of Nick's death, it doesn't sound like him. 2 years is a long time, Sam. He may have changed more than you know. Changed decade-long habits? I need to go to the crash site. Just remember, if you're right...
Sam? What's happening? Dennis. That's Dennis. What happened? Is he...
Anna, listen to me. Anna, I did not kill Dennis.
Oh my God, no. It's... How could this happen?
He died last night. Hours ago. Not much we can do right now. He asked me to meet him here after, but I was so drunk I arrived late. And the person that actually showed up killed him.
Your bloody shirt was clearly from this. That means you were here yesterday. It links you to the crime scene. And you've been running around town all morning asking about Dennis. It won't look good. We need to call the police.
They'll think I killed him. I thought I did at first. I have no alibi.
This is not about you. Dennis had a family. They have to know what happened. It's the right thing to do. Do you want Walter to find his body come Monday?
She has a point. Someone is gonna find him eventually. Involving the police would only slow us down. I'll be more efficient on my own. Efficient and possibly friendless. You've already trusted Anna once. I suggest you keep on that road.
Ну ладно, давай доверимся.
Okay. But not that phone. Use one of the landlines here and don't leave your name.
You remember I'm a journalist, right? I know how to keep things confidential.
Also, I think whoever did this might be linked to Nick's accident.
This is about Nick? The crash?
I'm going to the crash site to confirm my suspicions.
I'm going with you.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You trusted me before. It's only fair I do the same for you. I'll call the cops from here so they can't track us.
All right.
Все, заканчиваем.
Here we are.
It barely looks like anything happened.
It's been a week, but we'll find something. I know we will.
Is it okay if I stay here? I don't think I'm ready to...
Sure. I doubt I'll be good company anyway.
You mean you're over-focused to the point of non-reactive thing? I remember, especially how you always end up being right somehow. I hope. I don't know what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, me neither. This is the place. Nick, I'll get to the bottom of this. First, gather the clues. Cold, hard, plain facts. That's the only way I'll know what really happened.
Нет, давайте закончим, продолжим уже в следующей части. Хватит. Так что хватит. Ладно, скоро увидимся. Интересно. Как сказал, только неудобно вот взаимодействовать с предметами. Совсем взаимодействовать вообще неудобно. Нужно прям четко наводиться. Не всегда понятно и не всегда срабатывает. Вот почему-то S не всегда срабатывает. Хотя я ее нажимаю. Но это не в клавише делаю, это именно в игре. Ну и как в основном везде говорю, не хватает озвучки. Ну, радует то, что все больше и больше игр озвучивают на русский язык. И это радует, правда, очень радует. Сейчас давайте закончим, скоро увидимся, скоро продолжим, скоро дальше будем историю узнавать. Узнаем, что произошло. Надеюсь, узнаем, что произошло, что тут случилось. Ну, скорее всего, кто-то их вальнул все-таки. Они до чего-то докопались. Так вот все произошло. Может быть, даже и полицейский замешан. Я не знаю. Может, он какой-то встревоженный был, он упомянул. То он был встревоженный. Ладно, всякое бывает. Может быть, и не виноват. Он, может, ничего не делал. Узнаем по ходу игры. Надеюсь, узнаем. А сейчас все. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Пока-пока.